Hello, everyone, and welcome to a short but special Set Lusting Bruce, the podcast all about Bruce Springsteen, his music, and mostly his fans. But today we are not talking Bruce Springsteen, we are talking the Eagles. And that's right, I know for everyone who's a fan of the Big Lebowski, I hate the effing Eagles. I was grew up in the 70s. As I've talked about often, I was graduated high school in 1977, and the Eagles were one of the bands of my youth. And for some reason, I had never seen them perform live. Then they broke up, and then they took a sabbatical. And they came back, started touring again. Still didn't get to go see them. And a year and a half, 2 years ago, they announced they were going to do a Hotel California tour. And Linda and I said, hey, let's get tickets. And we did. And the show ended up getting postponed because of all the pandemic. And the tickets that have been sitting there in my Ticketmaster queue finally came on Tuesday, September 21st at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. So I'm going to talk about the show a little bit. So if you don't care about the live show, you don't care about the Eagles, thank you for downloading this one, but you can skip it and move on to the next one. The premise is that they were going to do Hotel California in its entirety. And we got there in plenty of time because American Airlines had said that they would require proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test for admittance into the venue. So I had both Linda and I shot records. As we were walking into the building, I there was somebody asking, and when I reached for him, he waved me in. So I think if someone had just had a piece of paper in their wallet, they would have waved him. But oh, what am I gonna? I'm doing the right thing. Masks were encouraged. It's everywhere there were signs that they asked everyone to keep their mask on. I would say 95 to 98% of the people in the audience kept their mask on even while they were in their seats. Um, it was good to see. Saw a few people wandering around, a couple of guys that look like they can't be bothered wearing a mask, and a couple of um, middle-aged women, mostly, I think, that were not wearing their mask, but overall, most people had them on. We got to into the arena and we sat down, and our seats were lower level, straight to the kind of to the if you're facing the stage, we were stage left, I guess. And there's a curtain on the stage, and they said about 7:50, 7:45. They said the show will start promptly at 8:05, and then around 7:55, 8 o'clock, the show will start promptly at 8:05. And so we're there, and 8:05, the lights dim, and this guy dressed kind of as a in a suit walked across stage and went to, I guess, stage left, and picked up the Hotel California vinyl, showed the album to the audience, took the album out, blew on it the way you used to do, put it on a turntable, put the arm, and as you set it down, the curtain started rising up and you started hearing the opening chords of Hotel California. We had Hotel California, New Kid in Town, Life in the Fast Line. Wasted Time, which is one of my favorite Eagles songs. They had the New Texas Symphony Orchestra playing on it, so they had this whole string orchestra. Everyone was masked. Um, then at the end of that, um, the stage is dark, and a tall woman that was in like a black fancy dress with a see-through um, skirt. The skirt went all the way down to her like her ankles, but it was a see-through, and she walked all the way across the stage, took the album, flipped it over, put the arm on again, and then the orchestra started playing again. We heard Wasted Time again, the reprise, Victim of Love, Pretty Maids All in a Row, Try and Love Again, and then Last Resort. Um, the Don Henley then came out, from he took turns either being at the drum and singing or being in the front playing guitar. He thanked us all for being there. Um, he said they were so happy to do this, and he said we're going to go take a 15-minute break, and then we're going to come back and play every song we know. Um, and then what was a little weird is when they came back, they had all changed clothes. Like they had dressed up, they were in suits for Hotel California. And then when they started playing the other, they were more in jeans and like, just flannel shirts or just regular casual garb. They opened with I guess the second set, Seven Bridges Road. Then did Take It Easy, One of These Nights, Take It to the Limit, Lying Eyes, Witchy Woman, and then Joe Walsh did In the City. One of the really interesting things is with Glenn Fry no longer with us, they needed someone, and Randy Meisner does not tour with the Eagles anymore. They needed someone to handle the high vocals. So they did that in two ways. One, Glenn Fry's son, Deacon Fry, toured, and he looks just like his father. He has his hair down to his shoulders, mustache. He looks like he could have been a member of the Eagles in the 70s. His voice is very close to his dad. And the other um, really, really great thing to see was Vince Gill doing some of the songs. Had a wonderful, I just love Vince Gill's voice, and he was singing it, so that was great. After In the City, you did I Can't Tell You Why, Peaceful Easy Feeling, Tequila Sunrise, These Shoes, then Life's Been Good, Already Gone, Heartache Tonight. And then they went off stage, came back, um, three song encore, Rocky Mountain Way, once again Joe Walsh, Desperado with the strings brought back, and then they ended with Best of My Love. Absolutely amazing show. It was great. They were filled with so much harmony. I loved hearing them singing. Not a lot of talk between songs, but Don Henley did mention that at one point there was the University of Texas at Arlington's a cappella choir was singing background, and he made the joke, and their grandparents are big fans of ours. Um, he talked about that 20 years ago, the Eagles was the first band that played at the American Airlines Center when it opened here in Dallas. So Lynn and I had a great time. The show lasted about 3 hours. from when you figure including, running clock. So even when they took the break between Hotel California and the others, keeping the clock running. It was a school night, so I am a little bit tired today, but overall, to hear Last Resort and Wasted Time performed live with an orchestra is something I never would have thought I'd seen, and it definitely checks off a list to me of a band that I loved and I'm now glad that I got to see. So, if you've gone and seen a band that you love and it's been a while, like you've always wanted to see them, let me know. Reach out to me. Setlustingbruce at gmail.com. Love to have you on the show and you share your story. But for now, um, I'm going to take it to the limit because I can't tell you why. Life's been good and I should have already been gone. Goodbye.